They're literally for control and circumstance. Yeah, exactly. There's no way these people are real. Well, I just think that I think a lot of people have like a very naive and like childish view on these things. And because they have such a very naive and childish view on them, it makes them angry whenever the world isn't working out in the way they want it to. I think that's really what goes on and what happens. Is it like they get angry about it because they're like, it's the law of the strongest, same since the beginning of mankind. That's how the world works. Yeah. You can't see why bombing nuclear targets in Iran is a good thing. You're out of your mind. Yeah, it's pretty obvious why they're going to do it. Then you wonder why a lot of people in the world hate America. I don't know. I mean, we nuke Japan and they don't hate America. I mean, that's just an immediate, like an instant, like deletion of your argument. Is this weird at this point? Yeah. We got anime. Yeah, it's just, I don't know why you'd even say that. Look at our stream, they released all the prisoners from prison in Teron. Yeah, I already saw that before. But we thought it was a mental institution or something else like that too. These people here through little agencies, and I think the world somehow functions with would somehow function without the U.S. Well, it's just the same thing that I said before, right? Is that you know, none of these other, like, I mean, how is it that China and Russia can do all these awful things and North Korea can do all these awful things, but they never go to international court and they never get held accountable? It's because the international courts aren't real. They're just used as a tool of control over second-rate countries that's used by first-rate countries to make them do what they want. That's the reason why. And that's just it. It's the same thing as the courts here. Why is it that billionaires never go to jail? I mean, it's because they have too much money. They're too powerful. Yeah, it's literally that simple. Yeah, and you can say that, like, it's not fair, and you're right. I think it isn't fair, but that's just the way it is. It's literally a double standard. Yeah, of course it's a double standard. Yeah, I mean, you're totally right. You're absolutely right, it's a double standard. That's reality.
Еще одна ночь, еще один бой. Сражайся храбро.
Take the money first, then you can? Yeah, Diddy had a big case. Well, Diddy's not powerful, right? Well, I'll respond to one of these comments, because I do think that, like, this is going to take a while for things to, like, play out, so we'll look at some other stuff too. What are the 3 crazy takes? What are you unhappy about that I'm saying here? I'll let you explain it, and then we're gonna go from there. I don't agree. Billionaires that have done jailable offensives tend up to be in jail. I don't understand that take. Really, billionaires that do jailable offenses end up in jail? I don't think so. Japan is okay with us nuking them and thanks them. I never said that. Like, I'm not going to argue against something I didn't say. This is a non-starter. Yeah, you're putting words in my mouth. Yeah, I'm not even going to address this. It's a waste of my time. No, so much for a normal day you were hoping for. I know, man. Yeah, really. And what the fuck? Yeah, that's enough. I've had it. It's kind of blown out of proportion. China embassy telling its citizens to leave Israel. Yeah, I saw that too. People don't seem to realize that you're simply voicing what you expect the public in general to do, rather than going into detail on using your own perspective. Yeah, I mean, like, my perspective on it is that, I mean, I don't have the information that they, I mean, I'm pretty sure, like, I mean, I don't think you can really be sure, like, if I thought that Iran was close to building a nuclear weapon, would I want to destroy the facility? The answer to that is yes, I would. Absolutely. You know, regardless of whether that's right or wrong, I don't want a religious, psycho, fundamentalist government with nuclear weapons. We already have that with Pakistan. We already have that with Russia. Think about how easy it would be to solve the Ukraine war if Russia didn't have nuclear weapons. That shit would have been over so fast. But the reason why we can't do that is because they have nuclear weapons. And so the last thing that you need is another country that has an equalizing force against yours. You have that with Israel too? Well, Israel's generally on our side, right? Or at least we're aligned with multiple things. I don't agree with them, but that's just what I'm saying, right? That's it. Space Station 2. Breaking news, what happened?
Jennifer Jacobs of CBS News reports, U.S. is not joining Israel offensively in its military operation, per U.S. officials. Despite reports that President Trump asked the NSC and Situation Room to be readied, I'm told NSC cabinet members are already on standby 24 hours a day, including since Israel's Operation Rising Lion began. So, we have a couple reports from a Fox News producer and Jennifer Jacobs of CBS News that says U.S. officials are putting out there that the U.S. is not joining Israel offensively. But if the U.S. is not joining Israel offensively, then is Israel itself doing something really big, right? Something's going on.
Something's happening. We don't know what it is.
Think that's not true, and they are doing it.
Yeah, let's see. There's another responder here. What is this saying? This is the person. You can't say you're scared of Russian nuclear weapons and simultaneously say you're not scared of Pakistani nukes, India nukes, or Israeli nukes. Well, you absolutely can, because Russia is positioned in direct opposition of Ukraine, and we're allied with Ukraine. Like, with India in general, we're aligned with India, and so there's no reason to be afraid of India, because India is generally on our side. It's the same thing with Israel. Pakistan, it's more complex than that. But Russia is a different concept, because Russia is in direct opposition with an ally that we have. India's not going to nuke the United States, and neither is Israel. And also, we're not engaged in a military conflict against India or against Israel. I mean, that's like saying, why aren't you afraid of the gun in your house? Why are you afraid of the gun that's in the guy that wants to kill you's hand more than the gun that's in your hand? Well, I wonder why. Like, it's just, I sometimes I feel like I'm explaining, I'm explaining, like, gravity to people. I don't know, or like basic math. It's very interesting. Israel doesn't sign the same paper to ask Iran. Yeah, sure. Russia still has too much to lose if it doesn't use a nuke. No, I understand that, but it's still always in the back of people's minds. And that's the difference. The kindergarten teacher? Yeah, I know. The constant switch-ups from self-interest to moral high-grading is giving me whiplash. Morality and power are the same thing at a precipice. Because look at God. God in the Old Testament does all these evil, horrible things, but people still worship him and think he's the best person, right? And I think he's amazing. So I think that virtue and power are the same thing. And the closer that you get to ultimate power, the closer people will perceive virtue. And you see this with dictatorships all over the world. You see this with different types of countries that are very powerful. You see this everywhere. Red alert? Okay, yeah, I'll look at it in a minute. You're crazy? I know that I'm crazy, but you know what else is crazy? People. People are crazy, and I'm talking about people. And that's why I'm right. Yeah, I mean, you can say that I'm not right about this. That's fine. I'm not seeing any of this information at all. This red alert thing. Oh yeah, this is it. Chief Pentagon spokesperson says American forces continue a defensive posture with no changes. Due to detection of missiles towards Israel, alerts may be activated. It's just uncertain. Nobody really knows. I can even say power and morals are the same thing. That's wild. I'm sorry. Let me think of a good way to explain that. Let me think about that. Because I think that the reason why is that I think
Вот
morality is derived
Хороший
from
костюм, уже
a
полдела.
universal sense of good and evil, which is an ordering force. And I think an ordering force is also power. And so because power is the ordering force of morality, it can also be the ordering force of power itself. That's my best answer. I don't have a better way of verbalizing that, to be honest. That's a good question. But, like, that's my rough draft answer for you. It comes through conscience, too? Yeah. Missiles coming from Iran.
Я
Is
знал,
that
что
true?
ты
Let me see if I can find it. Iranian missiles are incoming. Now to Israel. It's just going back and forth.
now this is
Пора
happening.
было это сделать.
While all this other stuff happens.
Jesus Christ.
What is this black?
Holy
Put the
shit.
beam on. Oh, there it is. Sorry. Are there? I am seeing rocket alerts. Tel Aviv rocket alerts. Tel Aviv rocket alerts. Okay, hold on a second, guys. Here we go.
Uh-oh. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
Вот видишь? Хороший костюм, уже полдела.
I am not seeing anything yet. We're hearing sirens. Expect to hear something soon. I don't know what camera things might be on. I'm looking.
Я знал, что ты справишься.
Okay, sirens off. I haven't seen anything yet. I've been checking 4
I had
cameras.
to go get the,
I've been looking at
I
the
got
4
the pure
cameras.
cane sugar
I haven't seen
Dr.
anything yet.
Peppers.
Не дай им уйти.
Still seeing nothing yet.
Nothing ever happens? That's what I hear. Okay, if nothing happens with this one, I actually do
I
want
am
to cover
looking at
some
all
different
of
stuff.
the cameras, and I have not
Yeah,
seen
because
a
this
single
has
thing
been going on for a
4
while.
cameras. I have one I can't even fit on the screen that I'm looking at.
Got it would suck living through this. Yeah, definitely. How's your tooth? It's so similar.
The
Understand why
alerts are
morality is
not
powerful.
on the
Why the good
on
guys always win the
SOFR
war.
anymore. Hold
Yeah.
on. What's going on?
Let me just close some of these other ones because you don't need to look at
What
them right
is
now.
happening?
Okay.
I heard a boom. That's something. There's some sort of
Bro,
boom.
what the fuck?
There's
Let me see if I can refresh this.
some sort of boom. I don't see it on any of the cameras. Maybe an interception somewhere.
Well, there's no way because it just started.
Победа тебе к лицу.
Oh, was there some? There was. Okay, somebody said on Modine. Did I miss it on Modine? I will rewind it. Somebody said on Modine there was an interception. We saw it. Modine, Israel.
I'm not
Some
seeing the
people
whole
said they
audio
saw it
right
on
now.
me. I'll have to rewind it and see. But let's just stay with the live,
Jesus
and I can
Christ,
rewind
it's so
it.
laggy.
I did not see it on the Modine camera. That,
Yeah,
this
I'm not
camera
seeing
right
anything
here.
happen
So
yet.
I'll keep. Well, we can rewind it.
Я знал, что ты
You close the
справишься.
tab with the missile? No, that was another one from before.
Ого!
Israel jets, except
You want me to rewind it right now? Let me rewind the Modine cam.
You have
for a
90
second.
tabs
I'm
open
gonna
with
rewind.
two
Where was
windows.
it on the
Yeah, I
Modine
know.
cam?
I know. I think that I think it might actually because because I'm using uBlock,
Oopsie,
and that's
not
why
what
it's
I wanted to
lagging
do.
out YouTube. But either way, it's
I'm
so
rewinding the Modine
laggy.
cam to see
Like,
where
and
it is.
YouTube is the only place that I have this problem. Like every other website, I have no issue like updating and like, you know, refreshing and doing things like this. But whenever I go to YouTube, it's just completely dysfunctional. It just
Was it
doesn't work.
Flash?
Существо прекрасно
Yeah,
в
there's
своей
nothing going on
преданности.
at all.
Ты мой ангел-инвестор.
Just uBlock or yeah, I mean I'm gonna probably do that.
It was just a flash? Did you see anything go up? Because I'm looking at it right now. It was a small flash, people said. It might be tough to find a flash right now.
Okay, I've
Let me
disabled.
look.
The
Later.
uBlock.
If it's just a flash,
Yeah, just give me a minute. Yeah, I'm gonna force quit it. That's just very, very fucking annoying. 500 tabs? Yeah, it's just insane. Okay. I think that should be fine. Now I'll go ahead and open it back up. Too many tabs? It shouldn't really work. It shouldn't really matter if I have a lot of tabs open.
Тебе предначертано победить.
Like, cause it should still function just fine. There's no reason it shouldn't function. Okay, here's some indicators right here. Yeah, I mean, if that's happening, I've got to find something else to do. Let me go back and see here. Just go to the bottom right, unnecessary programs. No, I'll do it the way I do it. Tabs use your RAM, bro? No, like it's just YouTube lags by itself, and other platforms don't do that. It's just YouTube.
Друг тебе друг. Это существо исполнено силы.
It
Теперь
looks like the sirens are going away now. I mean, they had sirens and now they're gone. Let's see. Sirens stop after 90 seconds. Oh, is that right? Holy shit. Bro, usually they do it in clusters. With this, they're just going all the way. But the tabs 100% do matter? No, it's not that they don't matter at all, but they're not the causal factor. The causal factor is that I'm probably running multiple live streams at a time. And also, if the tabs were the issue, and the tabs are creating a universal problem, then that problem would be manifested across the entire browser. But if it's only manifesting at YouTube specifically, and other video services are not being affected, then it would imply that the tabs are not what is affecting the entire browser and the slowness of the browser. And this issue is located to YouTube. Like, it's just, this is common sense. How are people, why people always debate everything. Jesus. Want to debate all these stupid things.
denying at the moment. Heavy bombardment of Teron leading to overthrow of regime, wider regional escalation that could drag down U.S. into the war. He's just thinking of different things. So, again, President Trump
Yeah.
I want to show you here because it's really but he posted that Teron would evacuate immediately. Then it was announced that he's suddenly leaving the G7 conference, returning to the White House. Multiple reports that he has asked his national security chief to meet with him in the Situation Room tonight. And we have multiple reports from different outlets where U.S. officials have denied that Israel is joining, that the U.S. is joining Israel to strike Iran.
Okay.
What does this all mean? I don't know.
Nobody knows.
Here is that True Social post, though.
It looks like we're not going to see a whole lot happening over here. We're going to give this 10 minutes, and if nothing happens, we're going to go ahead and do some other stuff, okay, guys? Like, not complete other stuff, but just, like, a few other things in general. Like, look at some other videos, etc. Because, like, we've been focusing on this topic a lot. And, you know, I think some people are probably going to be, you know, they're going to want to see some other stuff, too. Nothing ever happens? Yeah, sure, right? But I think that's what's fair. Funny thing is, Israel, why don't you fight somebody on site, so civilian Hamas? Department of Defense confirms defensive posture remains unchanged. Yeah, I mean, I don't think you should ever believe anything that they say. At this point, you just can't. Like, like after what he did to those Iranians that like he was debating or like negotiating with, he just said, "Hey, I'll see you tomorrow," and then he kills them at night. I mean, yeah, I mean, he might say, "Oh yeah, everything's gonna be great. We're gonna get everything. Everybody's gonna get along. It's gonna be fine," and then he bombs them the next morning. He didn't do that though. He did. He gave Israel the go-ahead. It was obvious that he did that. If you think that there was no coordination there, you are naive and delusional. Waste of human life seems insane, no? It does seem insane. And I think that he acts insane on purpose. I think that, like, I actually think that Trump dials up being crazy, because I remember there was a leak at, like, during his first presidency, that, like, somebody leaked, like, a conversation with Trump, and Trump was talking like a normal person and being reasonable, and I think that Trump, part of his strategy as a leader is being insane. Straight up. Like, that's actually, like, I'm not even kidding. Like, literally, like, that is the goal. It's a persona, to maintain a persona. Yes, exactly. And it works. Yeah. I'm pretty sure you're right. Yeah, exactly. Learned it from Kim Jong-un. I don't know. I mean, I think it's very common. That's what Bill Maher said after dinner. Yeah. Yeah, like it's all of it is and it's the same thing as like people that just put up. Look at my last message for YouTube lag fix. What is this here? YouTube video player settings, disable autoplay. Firefox fix. Oh, really? That's actually probably a good idea. I should do that. Sometimes I actually like having autoplay, but I might try and do that. This politics, baby? Yeah, I guess so. Tel Aviv has sirens going, apparently. It seems like it doesn't. As I said, I'd give it 10 minutes, 8 minutes ago. So, you know, or 2 or 3 minutes ago. So we'll see what happens. Most people agree with you. It's not only pro-America, but pro-human race to deny Iran having the nuke, especially with no U.S. troops needed on the ground. This should end fast and with positive effect. Yeah. I don't think a lot of people want Iran to have a nuke. I mean, it kind of goes without saying, but it's definitely true. Why are you not the top 50 streamers? What's this? This guy is Jake Paul, Rhett and Link. I don't know, they're still around. Alex Cooper, Charlie DeMille. I thought she kind of fell off. Mark Rober, Drewski. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what these people do at all, honestly. Addison Ray, earnings $5 million. Devin, $7 million, $8 million. A lot of these girls making $8 million. That's at least what they're saying. Jake, $9 million. Yeah. I mean, good for them. Yeah. Sure. And OnlyFans first? Yeah, pay to play. Well, I'm not sure. I mean, poor.
Найми одно из этих
I'm
существ в свой отряд.
listen. Like, I'm a very modest guy. Money doesn't really mean a lot to me. I don't really give a shit about that. I don't know. Doesn't really make a big difference. I don't brag about money or anything like that. It's so stupid. And also, like, any of these people that are bragging about money, like, a lot of the people that are bragging about money have, like, you know, a net worth of like $2 to $30 million. That's a lot of money, but it's nothing compared to a lot of other people. It's like nothing. It's like nothing. And so, like, and I've known a number of people that have an insane amount of money, and I found that a lot of the people that are actually like very, very rich like that don't really talk about it or think about it hardly at all. That's it. Yeah, I mean, it's not a big deal. Update, they're all intercepted. XQC, yeah, XQC, he locked it down with that next one. He really did. And, yeah, for sure. Peaceful life is true wealth. Yeah, for sure, is huge. Spends 500K like it's $5. Whatever. Red Alert said they can exit bomb shelters now. Damn. Let me see if I can find it.
Тут есть хорошие рекруты. Не дай им уйти.
Compared to the Saudi princes, those numbers are chump change. Yeah, or like Vladimir Putin or somebody like that. I mean, it's... Civilians may now exit bomb shelters. Wait, so the missiles didn't even make it over to... They didn't even make it over to Israel? There's no way. We didn't even see that. Oh my god. In China, I guess so. Saudi royalty are trillionaires. Well, they have access to $1 trillion of assets. I mean, their personal wealth is probably in the tens of billions, but the access to assets they have is in the trillions. That's true. XQC made $3 million yesterday and lost it in an hour. That's a lot. Like, sometimes I would watch with my dad, and my dad and I would watch. Like, my dad's like, I'm like, remember when I told you he had lost $20,000? My dad's like, yeah. I'm like, well, now he's up to $50,000. And it was like, you know, like 2 minutes later or something like that, just like losing fucking money like crazy. All intercepted. Yeah, Kick Gamba is fake money. I think that's not true, man. Like, a lot of these guys, like, I don't know, like, if they have some fake gambling contract. Like, I really don't know the answer to that. I mean, I don't gamble. I don't have anything to do with gambling. I don't want to gamble. I don't like gambling. I'm not a fan of gambling. I never want to have anything to do with gambling. That's it, right? It's just not my thing. But that being said, my point is that, like, with a lot of these cases, these guys do actually waste their own fucking money. They love wasting their fucking money, and they spend it like crazy. And so, no, I don't think that it's all just bullshit and fake money. I think that these guys actually waste their own money, and they do it themselves. You couldn't gamble? I bet you're scared. Well, I am scared. I don't want to lose my money. Why would I want to lose my money on something that's probable, that, like, the probability is that I'm going to like come out behind? So yeah, it's just not my thing. A friend of mine is a known gambling streamer. They get X amount of money from a sponsor and they keep all the winnings, but they get addicted and end up spending their own money. Yeah, I mean, like, I mean, I've been offered a lot of money to gamble, like multiple, like, $10+ million offers to gamble and, like, to do different gambling contracts and stuff. It's just not really something that I'm not interested in. And it's also, like, I mean, even $20 million, that's a lot of money, but like, there's no real amount of money at this point that will change my life in any sort of a way. Like, if you gave me $5 billion, my life would not change at all. So I don't really like, I'm past the point where like there's a, you know, there's like a diminishing return for this, so it doesn't really
Еще одна
matter
ночь,
one way or another.
еще один бой. Сражайся к нам.
Yeah, 100K
Сражайся
viewers
честно.
multi-streaming? 100K?
чего-то
I don't know.
начинают.
Maybe. Yeah, I mean, we're pretty close to that, or at least we were. But yeah, it's a lot. And there's a hard cap reach. Yeah, basically, IDF Homefront say it's civilians going to leave the shelters. Yeah, we'll look at some other stuff too, because obviously, like, you know, we've gone through this a lot, and I'll figure out the rest of it too. But yeah, anyway, promoting gambling is just a shit thing to do. Oh, that's okay. I mean, I'd do a human sacrifice on stream if I thought it would be a good thing or good content. It's not that I'm against it for a moral reason. No, that's
Я в
silly.
тебя верю.
No, the reason why I wouldn't do it is because I just don't like gambling. Like, come on. Like, and by the way, if I mean, you've got to admit, like, if we did a Aztec or a Mayan human sacrifice, we would get 1 million viewers.
Не опускай руки.
That is a
Даже
great
после
idea.
поражения.
I'll have to message Mr. Beast that. Yeah, I like. Hey, Jimmy, I've got a really good idea. So you know those guys that would cut the hearts out of somebody? Okay. Someone would volunteer. Yeah, exactly, right? And but a lot of people would watch it though, right? They would, and everybody'd be talking about it. Yeah, today we're gonna sacrifice somebody. Yes, an Aztec sacrifice to save the gaming industry. Yes, of course. Human sacrifice is wild. Well, I mean, I was just saying, right? I mean, it's just a frame of reference. That's all. And what is this? He's cheating. Clever immigrant evades Trump's deportation efforts by not raping, murdering, stealing, or entering the country illegally. Well, what is this guy? Some kind of like far right wing like radical? What's this? Wait, you can do this? Guys, I'm pretty sure you can't do. No, guys. Everybody knows that every immigrant is illegal, right? I mean, at least according to Democrats. How is this not provocative? The new Europeans, how waves of immigrants are reshaping
Ничего,
the
сыгралось ли здесь
I mean,
механизмами,
shouldn't you be happy
ничего
about
сыграли,
this
а
because
просто
it's bringing the Overton window around to like fucking demographic replacement? Like they, I mean, the cover
какой-то еще
of
механизм,
National
короче,
Geographic is saying that there's demographic replacement happening. Shouldn't you be happy? I mean, that's it.
Хотя
So
мы
I don't really
1.4.
know what else to say. What the fuck? No, yeah, it's clearly what they're saying. So we're so enriched. I have no idea. I mean, it's not my fucking problem. Europe has its own problems. In my opinion, I also I wouldn't take any refugees or migrants at all if I was Europe. I don't see it being any benefit to the country. I don't think so. Like every time that I see something like that, it's like these zones, like these people don't even speak the same language. They're not, you know, some of them are working, some of them are not working. They're not integrating with the culture. Like I think Poland does it the right way, where the only immigrants and refugees they take are from Ukraine because the cultures are somewhat homogenous, and so they can come into Polish culture, and the assimilation process isn't as rough. And I think also it'd be fine taking in families like this in Europe, but if it's done really fast, then you end up creating sub-communities that don't fully integrate into society. And so I think that basically Europe has done, they've taken every wrong action. Like everything bad that you could do, Europe has done every single one of them. And when I say Europe, I don't really mean Europe. I mean the United Kingdom, Germany, France, maybe one other country I'm just not thinking of right off the top of my head. Sweden. Those are the countries that are the ones that I think are problematic, right? I'm not talking about Poland. I think Spain doesn't have as big a problem with it either, but I'm not certain about that. Belgium, yeah, maybe. But in general, I understand that each country is different. And so, yeah, I don't want to paint with a broad brush. History doesn't always repeat itself. Mostly it just rhymes. Our economy can't function without slaves. Our economy can't function without illegal workers. I feel the exact same way. I think it's fucking ridiculous. No wonder they're always on edge. Who started it? Who has attacked Israel? Oh my God. Yeah, I can see that. I'd be stressed out too. Yeah, definitely. man, this is miserable. Wait, what is it? I don't know. Let me go back and double check. And Doom, come watch Fish Tank. What is this here? Fish Tank? No, this is just some random person trying to cause trouble. Anyway, let me scroll down. What is this?
So if there were peaceful protests on Saturday for the militant parade, President Trump would allow that.
Of course the president supports peaceful protests. What a stupid question. Rick Cal.
Yeah, it's just, you never even, I think, again, playing into those games, it just makes you look bad. And I think for her as well, that's what's happening. Yeah, definitely. And it's just, what a stupid thing to say. What nerf? Guys.
Я знал, что ты справишься.
Guys, this does not need to happen, okay? Like, it does not, this is completely fucking unnecessary. Can you explain this? These are, that's Salanesh, Nurgle, what are the two other fucking names? Oh god, I don't remember. Those are the only two that I can think of right now. And, these are the, basically the Elder Chaos Gods in Warhammer 40k. Think of the, Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse. Basically. Tazanech and, yeah, and Khorne. Oh yeah, Khorne, right. This is the, yeah, this is the Chaos God that obviously the Space Marines follow. Or Chaos Space Marines. Yeah, so blood for the Blood God. There you go, man. And, let's see. Hassan anti-ice protest, being told to go back home country by a protester. What is this?
From LA, big dog, guys get the fuck out. I'm gonna have to turn around, eat on my way. Shows what the fuck is around there. How do you like it, dog? I think about in terms of driving like a fucking animal. Experiencing Islamophobia.
Yeah, I mean, he's right. I am a white boy.
Okay. Don't give a fuck. All right, let's see here. I already looked at this before, and yeah, okay, that's fine, press. I mean, I don't know why he's saying that, but I need your help with Iran. France won't join your attack. I need you to show Iran how to surrender. Okay. All right, that's a good one. I didn't see that. There's in our news station live. Gets bombed, no reaction, still has signal despite direct hit. Obvious blue screen. What's this garbage propaganda doing here? Oh, they think it's a propaganda video? I don't think it is. Why is the leader of Iran giving loading screen tips? Increasing combat capabilities prevents the enemy from attacking. Didn't all your missiles just get intercepted?
Даже после
Like,
поражения.
you literally had all your missiles getting intercepted. Maybe you should take your own fucking advice, man. Yeah, 5 missiles. Yeah, what are you doing? Because, like, I mean, they were cooking for a couple of days, you know, Iran was. They were popping off, and now, like, I feel like they've kind of fallen off. Where's the missiles? Yeah, I mean, damn. His advice is correct. He just needs to take it. Yeah, this guy's not even following his own advice. Abolish ICE, not we voted for this? Yeah. What is this here? I can find it. Guess how many bombs are sending your way? How many? Oh, this guy? Yeah, this guy is done. Let's see if I can find this. 4 children, martyrs. I have no children left. Very sad to see it. I don't want to look at that right now. And let me see if I can find the rest of these. Channel 5, behind everything, all gas, no brakes, made fun of. Kind of sad to see a professional memer gives a better raw, unbiased footage than $1 billion news agency. Judging by comments left in the old videos, I'm not the only one who valued that. Are people unhappy with the way that
Есть хорошие рекруты. Не дай им уйти.
you like that he's taking sides now? Would you like his neutral stance more? I'm a little bit confused. Channel 5 fell off. I don't know about that. I mean, is that true?
Вот
The
видишь,
recent videos are one-sided.
хороший
I
костюм.
can't.
Такое дело.
I haven't seen them, so I don't know. I really like Andrew. I like what they're doing. You know, I've talked to him before, and so I've only got positive things to say. I don't want to go out on a limb and talk about something that I haven't even seen. You know what I mean? But like, I do think, by the way, I'll give a general opinion. I do think that his value is in being the, like, I think his best video that he did, and we can all debate whether it was, you know, the Crip Mac video or whatever. I think it's not the those 2 twins. because it was just like such a like raw fucking take on two very weird guys, the Hoff twins. Yeah, exactly. Like, I love that fucking video. It was so good. And so, again, I think that really letting people tell the story is a good idea. But I think that Andrew always has had a political lean. Like, he is more of a lefty kind of guy, right? He's not a hard lefty. He's not like a communist or something like that. But that's like, that's his opinion, right? Like, the Kia Boys is another great example, too. Yeah. And so he's going to have, yeah, he said it himself. That's okay. And that's fine, right? Like, I mean, for example, like, you can have that viewpoint. Like, here's a great example, like Jon Stewart. I think even people that disagree with Jon Stewart politically could respect him because he at least gave the arguments and the people that were against him, he gave it a fair shake and he approached it in a good faith way. And so I don't have a problem with the person's political leanings as long as they're able to engage in news and politics or in conversation in a way that's genuine. And so that's it. He acts like he's unbiased. He doesn't do that anymore. Well, I don't know. Like, some of the stuff that I've seen recently, he did do it, but maybe that's because it was the stuff that I kind of agreed with. So I'm not really sure. But yeah, I'd have to go back and double check. And John's rarely a hypocrite too. Yeah, for sure. Have you heard of the Trump mobile announcement? I did. I looked at it earlier today.
Bro, you came here illegally. I'm not really understanding. Like, we also can't do that. We can't just pop up and start without things in order, without abiding by the law.
Yeah.
And to be honest, it's much worse punishment if we end up doing that. I feel like Americans being generous. Y'all are getting caught.
True.
And then being sent by a bus back home. That's pretty generous if you ask me.
Yeah.
Like, if I go to Russia and try to pull that off, I might not come home. They might lock me up for 50 years for trespassing. Like, I'm confused. The media is trying to make us feel bad, and they're like, oh, this person was 15 years old. He was a hard-working boy. He was in high school, blah, 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 and he was an illegal immigrant from Guatemala. Bro, you lost me. You lost me. He's illegal. So I'm sorry. Like, that's just what happens. I can't feel bad no more. Everything you said before that, disregard it. I'm sorry.
I mean, I totally agree with him. Everything he said is, I completely fucking agree with him. Absolutely. Yeah, completely fucking true. Actually, you can claim asylum in other countries. Maybe you can, but it depends on when, where, how, and why. Well, if you went to a movie theater without paying, like if you make it halfway through the movie, should they not be able to legally kick you out anymore? Yeah, I guess not, right? And he's so wrong. They never called him illegal. Yeah, that's true too. It's very fucking annoying that that happens. And exactly 60 seconds. Well, I mean, that's all you need, right, with this circumstance. And let me go back and I'll look at a few more of these posts over here too. Let's roll a d20. Yeah, there you go. What's this? That Bru'kan in 4K. What is this? Followed by... Anyway, what's this? Welsh guy gets on his knees and begs Egyptians to let him get to Palestine. What's this?
Humanity and for love, stand with your brothers and sisters in Palestine. I have never seen or experienced anything like it. Please, I will beg you, allow us to march to Palestine. Please, you've got to listen to me.
Just don't let him back. Don't let him come back. Actually, no. I don't think Egypt should have to deal with this guy. No, that's true. Yeah, Egypt is... Yeah, listen, the people of Gaza have suffered enough. They do not need this additional trauma added on top of all of their problems. They have to deal with Israel. They have to deal with Hamas. They have huge problems with being... Like, do you really think that they need this guy too? This is the last thing they fucking need, man. God, what a fucking idiot. Okay, let's see what this is. Arabs put down a fight. If Israelis put down their guns, there would be no Israel. This is just more people talking about this bullshit. Let me see if I can find the rest of it. No way. This is not confirmed at all, so I'm not sure. Surely there's a better reason for Iran to want to destroy Israel. This feels like a sketch cartoon villain. They are Jews ruling over a Muslim. That was Muslim man kill Jews. Yeah, I mean, there's, that's crazy if that's the actual reason. Okay, it is. It's nuts. What is this, Ursi? Terrible news.
Guys, today I suffered a devastating loss. I'm at the gym halfway through my workout. I'm going up to the water fountain, and here comes my gym nemesis walking towards me. I'm like, all right, he's about to pass me, but he's walking directly towards me, like we're about to meet. And I look at him.
Yeah.
Which is freaking weird. He approaches me and extends his arm for a fist bump. What the fuck is going on?
Damn.
All right. He's like, dude, I gotta tell you something. What? It was good hating you. Yeah, I fucking hate you too. I'm not gonna be here anymore. I'm not gonna be at the gym.
Damn.
Bro, what? I made so much gains hating you. I made so much gains hating you too. But everything has to come to an end. You think
Gym nemesis? Yeah, I never heard of this.
We should hate each other forever. You're gonna have to find a new me.
Man.
There's no other you, man. I fucking hate you, bro. I know.
Hate gains is real? Is that true?
And then we actually hugged it out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck hate you, nigga.
Damn, bro.
So now I gotta find a new gem.
Это был прекрасный бой.
Damn, on his last day, he said it. On his last day. That's bad. Thanks. Oh my god, guys, one pass, yeah. And that is funny. And what's the rest of this? Just June is men's mental health awareness month. Please join Eve Awareness. This game is it's a very big success. It's actually a crazy fucking level of success. And I've already seen this kind of stuff as well. Let me see if I can figure this out. Yeah, I already saw this before. This is a couple of days ago. This dude was mad as fuck because they got him. Top female streamers versus top male streamers. Guys.
Найми одно из этих существ в свой отряд.
Guys, this is not, no. There's no way. There's no way that's... There's no way, right? Jesus. Oh, God. You're all for? I don't know about being all for, but, yeah. I guess so. What is it? Tectone, XQC, Asmon, and Hassan? Tectone, XQC, Asmon, and Hassan. I don't know if that's Hassan. I don't think his ears are that big, you know? Yeah. Oh, Jesus, man. And those are VTubers? Yeah, I guess so. I already saw a lot of these before, too. And it's been a bit. Let me see if I can find any more of these here, too. Orcas start wearing dead salmon hats again after ditching the trend for 37 years. So they're bringing it back. Yeah, I guess they're bringing it back. It's back in style. Yeah, slay. Yeah, slay literally. Okay, let me see if there's any more of these guys. I did already see the Trump mobile stuff, I'm sorry to say, guys. And also, by the way, Stellar Blade has already hit 1 million sales. 1 million people have bought this game on the PC now. It is a massive fucking success. Crazy level of success. This is too good, yeah. What is this? PC Gamer gave it a 63. PC Gamer gave it a 63. I don't know about that. Let me see if I pull it up. I'll look at these in a minute here. Let me. Oh, what's this? Oh, Jesus.
So I'm in my beautiful city.
Just a minute.
So I'm in my beautiful city, LA, and I have friends texting me like all morning. My gardener didn't show up. My housekeeper didn't show up. Oh, my farmer's market was closed. Everyone's scared. Well, this is not going to just happen in LA. And you 1%ers that only voted for Trump because of money? Guess what? You're going to have to do your own dishes or clean your own house or mow.
No, they won't, because they can afford to pay an American more money. The people that really lose out on this are the top 20%ers and top 10%ers that can't afford an American worker for this price, but they can't afford an illegal alien worker for a price. That's the 1%ers already have Americans working for them. Like it's
your own lawn and oh, that wonderful
so
produce, the organic produce you
so
get for
dumb.
your brunches, all gone. Yeah, you're going to actually have to do some work around your house. These people are important. So I'm in my.
They're so important. All they can do is be gardeners. Isn't that nice? Dishwasher exists and legal landscapers are cheap too. Yeah, who's gonna pick it? Yeah, good point, right? And Jesus, I don't know what that is. 3 million, check your Twitter. Well, wait, 3 million? Wait, Stellar Blade sold 3 million. It sold 3 million copies on PC. Maybe in total, sure. There's no way. No, this is 3 million players total. Yeah, this says copies sold, period. This is, and it says hashtag PS5, hashtag PC. This is in totality. I mean, that's still really good. That's amazing. That's incredible. But it's still just that. Okay, guys, let's just be honest with what we're looking at here. So yeah, anyway, let's see here. So what's the word? Are we going to war or not? We'll know probably at 2 a.m. today, and then we'll be able to find out. War is a little bit canceled. Stellar Blade Director says there's no justification for banning adult mods. Oh yeah, there was the review, PC Gamer review. What was this? Let me go back and double check. PC Gamer, who gave Stellar Blade a 68. So the Stellar Blade review got a 68, and it said it was done by Molly Taylor. And let's go over, we're going to look and find out. Date everything turns household objects into gorgeous love interests, and now I can't look at my refrigerator the same way. And this is also by Molly Taylor in the same year and within 1 week of each other. So, yeah, I've got to find out, like, Mark Kern actually put this really well. Let me see if I can pull this up. This is a really, really good post he made. Let me find it real quick. Jesus Christ, he's on Twitter all day. Oh my God. Anyway, let me see if I can find this. I don't know where it is. Where the fuck did it go? Yes, here we go. This is probably the best post I've read in a long time. And I've said this before myself, which is why it's such a great idea. The reason why game journalists are so offended by even Stellar Blade, but love things like dating butt plugs and sexualized microwaves and fucking bears, is because they are militarized against regular sexual norms. The only kind of love or sex that they will approve of is either queer or with inanimate objects. Safe horny isn't about just being inclusive, it's about erasing and destroying regular attraction and relationships and replacing them with queer agenda. I don't think this is necessarily queer agenda, but it's a distorted, weird agenda.